Ooh, welcome back to Patinator Plays Ash of the Gods. Did I forget anything? No. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Kama. Yeah, we're back with the, warrior wenches. I think that's what they call themselves. Hey, if you gotta call yourself something, best to own it. When will you remove your mask? Never, when its power releases me. Yeah, we recovered immediately from the nightmare that was 2 episodes ago, and now we're back here. No, I don't want him to take it off. Do you remember? No thing's an asshole. Like, what do you expect to get from that? Oh, it turns out it's me from the future. Oh, good job. Actually, it might be because there's a scar in his heart or something. Do you remember your home? If thinking of my home is more painful than remembering my lost world. Yeah, we're leaping straight into it. I don't want to hurt you. Even pain has its limits. When you put on a mask, you must be cleansed. You arrive at your house with other warriors. You burn the place down, you kill, your mother recognizes you among the killers and calls out your name. But you're no longer you. Hey, that's my memory. Did the gods force you to do such things? The Reapers. They insisted that we're doing our loved ones a favor. They even called it love, in fact. So, are you like a super tall Lo Fang in the future? Because that would be neat. Did the gods destroy your world? Even behind the veil of madness, I pondered that, and the She-Reaper's beautiful words, which flowed like a mountain brook. You mean noisily and unendingly? And full of, like, pee from upstream? She said that gods are like humans. That's why people say honey. Honey is eternal. Honey doesn't rot. Honey is the best we've got. What do you mean? Ask when you see a delicate shadow wielding immense power. A light bow will be slung over her shoulder. Not even a squad of soldiers would be enough to use it. Just don't try to move the black strands covering her face. There's only death underneath. How many Reapers have you seen? I saw 5 of them, though 3 were mere shadows. They cannot assume physical forms in several places at once, but the Umbra are numerous, and any one of them can become a Reaper. Foreshadowing! I fucking knew Amo was gonna turn into a Reaper. You think you're so fucking slick? You gotta dig that thick. Just because. God damn it. Look, it's like 6:19 in the morning. I was gonna work on something else, but I couldn't get my head together, so I guess here we are. When you've got time, warrior, find peace in your heart. My heart is a desert where peace cannot be found. Actually, a lot of people seem to be fine living in the desert. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but maybe that's their lifestyle and stuff. So maybe you shouldn't be too quick to judge, Kama. Maybe life finds a way. Maybe we should level up other dudes. Candy really needs a level. We got a bunch of level 3s. We got another level 2. Shannet. I don't trust Shannet. And we've already been betrayed. So we're going to be careful about that. We're going to be careful about their shit. Oh yeah, we're going to the torture stockade. Oh, I gotta go to the wandering men here. You see a Frisian traveler on the dusty road. He can barely put one foot in front of the other. His clothes are torn and his dry lips are cracked. He's clearly suffering from thirst. Your companions start to remove flasks from belts and offer the poor fellow something. Do nothing. Let them offer stuff. You watch the precious liquid fill the traveler's flask. He drinks thirstily. And then you speak. When the water runs out, those who give theirs to the Frisian will go thirsty until we find another source of water. Nobody answers. Maybe this Frisian isn't our enemy, you continue. But you always save your family before your neighbors during a fire. Even if you think there's plenty of time to save everyone. That's fair though. You move on, but hear Reach shouting behind you. We can't do it, Icon. We're not animals, we're people. That was not the intention I had with that option, so I guess we're doing the Mass Effect mixed character thing again. Whereas before, I think the writers are learning as they go, as well as the game developers, because now it doesn't feel as dense between a fight and a discussion, and the discussions are more relevant. So maybe like halfway through the development process, like they talk to each other, they look, we're here to make a game with a story, not 2 separate things. And now it's starting to come together a little bit. So after like 9 hours, you find a pretty decent game under it. Before that, though, I feel like it's a fucking slog before that. You should have understood long ago that humans are more dangerous than animals. That's what I've learned, anyway. Good for you. Good for you. Torture stockade, the salty well. That's a nice way to call anus. Since we keep getting told to go to tall stuff, I'm going to go straight for that royal tower, and then the salty gully with the salty well. You catch up with it. Yeah, I think the days does affect whether we save Mact in the last thing. I think I took too many rests. I got hurt too often. You catch up with a couple of drunk, unsuspecting Gales dragging a bloodied Ents by rope. He's been tortured and his right hand has been amputated. The Ents groans. Seeing you and your companions, the Gales stop in their tracks. I will give him some water. Ignoring the Gales, you examine the stranger. He's not dead, but close to it. You produce a flask and pour some water through the opening in his mask, but the Ents begins sneezing. He dies a moment later. The reason I did that was because we just got offered proof that not all Entses, hashtag, are bad. They're manipulated, something happens to them, but they get free. And we have a friend now who's an Ents, so, there you go, that's why. His own kind left him as a deadly wounded man. Fatally wounded man, I believe is the term we're looking for. The Entses cut off the hands to prevent the rings of the gods from falling into foreign hands. You swear, you see a glimpse of tears through the slits in Kama's mask. Why didn't they finish him off? Why didn't they spare him from the suffering? There was no men here, Kama says. A sacrifice was unnecessary, as was the rest. He's dying, but his suffering is no consequence. Look, stepped foreign needles under his toenails and fingernails. And sticking out for the openings in his mask. He's been blinded. Venzus didn't do it, but he doesn't care. I'm gonna find out where we're taking it. Where it was doesn't matter, necessarily. Because if they took a dead Ents, everything there is dead already. But I do want to know if there's danger on the way. One of the Gels shrugs and looks at Kama anxiously. To the first Frisian wash, they orders us to round up the filth and promise to pay for them dead or alive. Why do you torture the wounded? What do you hope to learn? The Gel shrugs. We weren't trying to learn anything, just having fun. It's not a person, it's vermin. It's already dying. I don't like that there's no option here. I'm gonna tell Kama to do it. Kama clenches his fist, sending the shards of his sword through the necks of both Gels. The road is silent. Those who torture or hurt others for pleasure should expect a miserable fate themselves, you say. Violence without purpose must be punished. Clearly, we're starting to learn from the other guy. Also, there was a brief mention of Lo Feng not really being into violence for violence sake, even though we had the option for it, and then immediately learned that fact afterwards. So, you see a pregnant... we did this already. I think we did this event already. You see a pregnant Frisian woman lying in the road, unconscious from dehydration, too weak to cry. Such people don't survive, Shannon winces. Look at her. She's practically dust. Giving her water is a waste of time and won't make a difference. The only merciful thing to do is kill her. You examine the woman. She's still breathing but doesn't have much time left. Judging by the wounds on her wrists, she tried to make the child drink her blood. Well, she's also tried to commit suicide because I feel like there's other ways to cut yourself that bleed you that let the kid drink enough. I'm gonna save her. You approach the woman and bring a flask of water to her lips. The water runs down her cheeks until finally she seems to swallow. Take the child and try to make him drink, you tell your companions. Those ready to give child their blood to drink deserve respect. You grab the woman, lifting her as she swings blindly with a knife. She strikes her shoulder, but she's weak. The blade doesn't even puncture the wounds. Excuse me. You can't help but be amused. You take the weapon and throwing it to the ground. Or keeping it, because resources are low. Come on, No Feng. What an idiot. Let us bring her to a well. If she clings to life this tightly, she might actually survive. You spend a whole day saving the woman. By journey's end, she's come to her senses. She rises, taking the crying baby back from you and thanks you for your help. She says the local watch was killed by bandits, and she fled. She removes Strixus and several gold coins from her belt and gives them to you. Why would she do that? Her resources are spectacularly low. No, seriously, why would she do that? I mean, maybe she just likes giving stuff up, but somebody who's willing to slit her wrists, specifically her wrists and not any part of her body, any other part of her body, to feed their kid is desperate. That changes a person. And yet here we are. Maybe she's happy. Maybe she's just happy, Pat. I'm going to go to the Royal Tower, even though it's a bit of a long walk. Because I remember being told to go visit a thing. I'm over an event. I forgot to click this. There might be a new conversation on the way there. Maybe we'll gain more loyalty. I also like that Kama is super loyal to us. As of all the people here, he and Shanna concern me the most in terms of betrayal. Just off the road, you hear shouting, barking, and muffled growls. You investigate, discovering a huge wolf tied to a tree. It's muzzled. Its hind legs are secured by a fishing net in the middle of the desert? Somebody has a fishing nest in the middle of the desert? Excuse me. That ain't right, son. Several Gillian women hurl rocks at the animals, preparing to set your dogs upon. A man holding a torch tied to a long stick thrusts toward the wolf. Brave man with a torch. But wolves are huge. Have you seen them? How can we even compete? With guns. Yeah, that's right. Technology and guns. Roy scratches his head. That's some foul sport. It's good for dogs to fight a wolf once in a while, but not if it's bound. That's outrageous. Outrageous! I remember Aquaman. Seizing the element of surprise, you slowly draw your sword. I'm gonna free the animal. You step before the woman with your sword drawn. 3 swings is all it takes to cut the ropes binding the animal. The dogs scatter with their tails between their legs. The wolf limps towards the forest. Silence falls over the little glade. I guess they have a lake there or something. Has to be a river. No civilization builds away from a river. Rather starts away from a river. Silence falls over the little glade. The Gillian women huddle together and the children run into the bushes. The man tries to save his dignity. You look back at your companions. Could this wolf confess the location of its lair? No. Then what's the point in torturing it? The Gale's eyes are full of hatred. It was killing her cattle. You feigned surprise. Then why didn't you kill it? To teach it a lesson? To make the wolf swear that it'll never kill cattle again? Fair enough, Lofeng. Man, sometimes Lofeng can be the downright cool bitch. The Gale grabs a steak from the ground and snorts menacingly. Remind me, why is some squinty-eyed schlep ordering the Gales around? That is some mixed-ass synergy. There is no point in killing him unless we're trying to prevent future issues. Threatening him is half-assed, so I'm gonna kill him. No half measures. You step forward, slitting the Gale's throat in one further strike. Because he can. The Gillian women run away screaming, there should be a point to everything. Nourishment, survival, enrichment is a means of avoiding poverty. But a beast's suffering is pointless. The bastard's suffering is pointless, at least when other bastards can't see it. You put the wheezing Gale out of his misery. That had no effect. To the Royal Tower. If they challenge us, we have Murder Machine. Ready to... Oh my god, is the way I'm leveling Hopper gonna come back to haunt me? Because now he has like a... If he turns in evil, can he kill our entire team by just looking at us funny? Yeah, because that's the same ability that one of the Reapers had. The one that fucked us a little bit when we just escaped the mine. Well, the thematic unity is starting to come together. Alright, Lofeng. You continue your journey until you sense an enchantment on the road ahead. It feels like a brewing thunderstorm, but the skies above are clear and still. You stop and scan the horizon for any sort of danger. You know, it feels almost as if there's a battle raging nearby. If so, you'd be happy to avoid it. Not true. Reed picks up on your anxiety. There's a sanctuary nearby. Galian shamans wasted many Strixes there, soaking them in the victim's blood in an attempt to make more. That's why that place attracts the Anses. Okay, with Strixes being as valuable as... Remember... Rook? Raki? Raxus? Whatever, our merchant friend from before. He gave us like 40 Strixes and said like, it will cost you 2 million GP over time because I'm a friend. Why are they so fucking common? Why are something so fucking valuable in badges? That kind of makes no sense. Or maybe he's just an asshole. He's a shit merchant. He's like... You're like trying to make a profit on a man trying to save his wife. What an asshole. Or maybe he doesn't care because he's immortal, or at least long-lived. People tend to lose value, supposedly, as... I mean, that's like the assumption with many immortality stories. Like, oh, you've lived long enough, things stop mattering to you. I guess that's a... It's a weird commentary on the human condition to say that if you live long enough, you start not feeling anything. I think the more you know something, the more likely you are to find something you hate. Anyway, that's why that place attracts Enses. And when you say Enses, think Kimbra. Outside of Reap Time, you never see Enses, but I visited this place a couple of times now. It's not on any map, but it can't be more than 30 leagues away now. You rack your memory for something relevant you may have read in the ancient manuscripts. However, it seems you'll need help finding a solution. I'm gonna ask Alice. Alice is like a monk and stuff. He might know. Alice also trembles with fear, but he can't explain. He just needs to skirt the sanctuary from the south because he's used to circumventing trouble from that direction. Reed? Did it really just say dotards? What danger are several Gillian dotards? It's right there. You've got no magic, no weapons, but I really want to avoid that place. You can head slightly to the north. Candy doesn't share your anxiety. I've never been to these parts either, but I haven't heard of any hocus pocus here. It's better to stay on the road. Less chance to stumble. I'm going to keep moving in the same direction. You stick to your chosen road, despite the growing feeling of menace. Danger seems to lurk behind every hillock. Your heart thumps in your ears as if you were a Cala Wolf, not a warrior of peace. However, the feeling of menace melts away after several hours. So apparently nothing happened. I think if we went south, we would have ended up at the sanctuary. I thought there'd be a fight there. That seemed like the most blatant approach to trouble. Straightforward. Let's keep going. Sure is events in here. Salty gully, salty well. The road climbs a hill and dives into a hollow. There's a makeshift enclosure, its walls as high as stockades. The hear screams vaguely like a child's, coming from behind the wall. Several girls line up in front of the gate, their weapons at the ready. Join the battle. You prefer not to waste time negotiating and draw your weapon. The girls look befuddled, but they hold their ground. Seems like they were hoping for an easy victory over your insolent bunch. I feel like we fucked up. Like, we weren't supposed to kill those dudes immediately, but I want a fight, like, right now. Doom. His name is Doom. Shannon is ranged for the frontliners and a ranged dude. And you gotta stay back for a little bit. I want to level some guys up. Bala. You're at to Doom, I guess. Here you go. Shannon might need the energy. What else does Reet have? Reet's in them. Bala has... What's the other phone, Bala? Rune of Wisdom. Plus 1 XP for battle. I do want you to get some XP, lady. So let's go. Wait. Almost got me here. Activation round 4, huh? I wish there was a way to sort the shit. Stun doesn't really seem that important. Touch of Chaos. I'm okay with that. Sudden aggression doesn't bother me that much, but a random shot that gives us a lot of energy is, well, effectively a lot of energy, is a good way to start a fight. I mean, we've been murdering gals all the live long day. I feel like we should just stick to theme here. It's like a bad habit at this point. Well, there's a gal, better stab it. That dude. Ah, that's new. Okay, let's see. Let's look at her health. 14. No, 14. This is a arguably more defensible area. These guys will kind of overwhelm us if we let them. But I also like approaching from here. Yeah, they're not going to be able to reach us. These guys will, though. So I kind of want to rush here because they have throws and they have range. So we're going to hang out here for a bit. This also lets us split their party a little bit. You throw knives despite what you look like you do. And in the... Yeah, I like balance. There we go. I don't think they have any mages anyway. Yeah, see, they have an axe throw. And they can reach us if they really, really wanted to. Since you're a threat immediately... Sunburn, you better take care. Please don't move him there. If we move to that square... Yeah, because this is where he'd be. If we move to that square, first of all, we don't have follow-ups. So we should wait. We have 0 follow-ups. Holy shit. Let him strike first, then. Oh, we hit that dude. That's neat. This guy, what's your ability? What? That's weird. Who can reach him from there? Like, everyone can reach him, but the thing is, he gets isolated. Not necessarily want to do that. Unfortunately, we appear to be out of options. Because wherever he moves, this guy can hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess my better judgment, I'm going Cloud Tower. I'm going straight to Murderoctomy. Oh, he's straight to energy, huh? Yeah, here we go. Let's go. I want to go to the right so that if they try to surround him, we'll have an opportunity for a nice basharoo. Wish we could increase the range in that thing. I think Cloud Tower was a little early, but these 4 could go after him straight ahead. Can't hit you. Can kill you, though, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, let's go for it. Don't give him any opportunity to recover. And while the fortitude doesn't really matter, these two should move forward. I need to give him like... I need to give these guys armor or something. Not you. Because they can attack him as well. They increase our Hammerman's defense and move him forward. And then end his turn. We are relatively safe. We are super tanky. And the guys on the right, once they move into range, are gonna get absolutely butt-fucked. Yeah, there is nowhere you can go that is safe. However, I can't shoot you. You don't have a super shot yet. You can't move as much. 2 armor isn't a lot. So I'm gonna stick around here. They might focus her down, which is fine. Yeah, no. We don't need that much energy. There is such a huge disconnect in what their abilities do. Counter. Yeah. I can't hit you? That's disappointing. What's the range of this thing? 2 squares, so you need to go here. Well, you can hit him, so we should be fine like this. Shut up! Go faster. That doesn't do that much. But we can finish it off with Bala Bala. I mean, it's not Reet. Nope, that's Reet. Who are you? God damn, dude. You're a regular murder machine. What do you do? Increase your health when you kill an enemy. Yeah, that's fine. Sniper, sniper. Also, we get some health back. Bye! Are they mad now? Wouldn't be surprised if we go straight for him, which they do. I'm gonna let these guys move first. We don't need to do that. We can spend our time managing these guys. This I feel is smarter. Because we don't need to kill those two immediately, and it's not likely that our meleeers will get a good target. If anything, the mistake was... let's see, attack 15? Holy fuckamoly. Who's being threatened? Just Lo Feng so far. So this might be smart. Just taking no, the one further away so that we can control our engagement area. Yeah, that's fine. Because if we moved somebody up, they'd be more vulnerable to attacks. While Lo Feng doesn't give a shit about being attacked. So you think we want him to move last now? And he can counter the shit out of this guy. AI not so good. AI not so good. Can't hit him safely, but I can hit you safely. Yeah, there we go. Murder shot, please. 16 health. Gotta manage the health costs in that one. Sundown, we better take care. Gotta kill that guy before he does anything bad to our team. And go here and then do our super sword swing. Keep them focused on Lo Feng, who should be totally fine. Also, he kills them both. That move is so unsettlingly quiet, which might be intentional. Yay, we got levels. Woo! We've done it. You take charge for the skirmish and vanquish the girls. You tell your companions to open the gate to the stockade, which is fun, eerily silent. Inside the stockade, you find N's prisoners, bound by arms and legs. Their bodies are mangled. Some have had their masks stripped off, along with their faces. They're likely the ones you heard screaming. Your companions are silent. It looks like you killed the Gills unjustly. This is also war. This guy likes to justify his actions. Rare to find a battle where the sides are evenly split into civilians and saints. I'm okay with it. It didn't cost us anything, and we healed up. Torture is bad, though. Yeah, I figured we were gonna regret that. But at least it literally cost us nothing and gained us a level. So there is currently no price for it. Yes. I want to reduce the cost of Deadshot. Huh. What do you do? Let's run to attack. Candy is our big smashy lady. Yeah, big old smashy-roo. Gloat is interesting. But what do we really need her energy for? Stun. Okay, we need it for most of her important abilities. Meditation seems like dog shit. This one to attack. This one to attack. This 5 to energy. Man, she likes having high energy. I think I like making big targets weaker. It requires 2 actions, but still. Yeah, let's make this cheaper. Bala bala. Let us continue on our journey. Path of Mercy. Let us proceed according to plan. The itching inside the icon patterns makes you grind your teeth in pain and scratch your scars. Could be the reaping, magic, the ubiquitous salt in the air, or the recent journey through the igneous desert. On top of everything else, the Strixes absorb your fatigue and burn themselves out. You see a man ahead, loaded with goods and money. He looks like a merchant, but his clothes aren't those of a man with needs. I'll ask him. The merchant readily drops a sack to the dirt. I have many goods. Don't be fooled by my looks. If you keep the bandits away, they have many useful things. More Strixes. Our journey is expensive. Snack totem, no. Energy, health. Why is health in white? No Strixes? Sun, no Strixes? There we go, Strixes. Sacrifice. Wow, no thank you. 60 health is a lot. None of us have 60 health. Berserk's Fury stuns a random party member. No, that seems terrible. Actually, your goods are shit, sir. Except maybe the bear totem, which I will get. I guess you roll whether or not it's a positive or a negative. So that's unfortunate. Oh, snake totems. Why can't I hover over? Why is bear totem marked as snake totem? Don't make me rob you, old man. No, I just want to check if like we bugged out or something. Okay, it's not bugged out. It's just really confused. Baldaran Road or Path of Mercy. I want to go to the road. Salty Well seems more interesting than Salty Gully. Also, there might be more people there, and we do have 1,410 gold, which admittedly isn't that much. But it is there, and I do like it. I want, like, noise-canceling headphones. I can hear everything outside, and it's very distracting. Days elapsed. Smells from a mobile kitchen lead you off the road. You survey the area from atop a nearest hill, and discover a Frisian camp surrounding a well in a shallow valley. There are 3 tents, several poles marked with Frisian pennants, and an assembly area marked by trampled ground, and a scaffold for corporal punishment. It's a rally point for Frisian detachments, Shannet whispers. Obviously, supplies and ammunition are in those tests. We can sneak in through the bush. The supplies would certainly be useful. You know that you're the only one capable of this feat that's worth the effort. Nah. You reject the idea. The Frisians are too numerous, you'd be overrun before you knew it. I mean, that's not true, considering how fucking strong you are. I am gonna go straight to Shepherd's Shelter, then go to Kimura Path. Why the Shepherd's Shelter? Could be money there. Could be more conversations. Maybe improve our standing in life. Mind you, I don't mind this part of the game. I don't mind the travel part of the game. It's a necessary context. It's a necessary geoscape to contextualize the combat. It's just the talking that bothers me. You hear footsteps behind you. A band of Frisian soldiers is marching in the same direction as you are. There are no commanders, but their crossbows are at the ready. You make a decision quickly.
Show restraint and indifference. You tell your companions to continue with caution but act normally. Before long, the Frisian detachment catches up to you. The Frisians catch up with you. They seem wary but never confront you. Before long, they disappear into the hills ahead. You ignore your companions' looks until you're sure that the danger is past. They did not attack us. Legend has it, the icons practiced some sort of martial arts before the Shadow Clans were formed. The best fight is the one you managed to avoid. Why do you always have to be a bitch? Man, why do you... Also, I only have 16 Strixes left, so that's going to be a concern. Yeah, we're gonna bite the bullet here. That's fine. You feel every Strix in your body. The sacrificial stones singe the flesh but preserve your life. Only your life. You have a small stash of Strixes and soon be depleted and the plague will triumph. What's it gonna be like watching a companion die? You recall your training. You learned to fight, survive and kill, and rescue officials in your care. Yet you've never worried about saving commoners. Your teachers probably considered it unimaginable, or simply useless. You're sure of one thing. You won't consult anyone before making this decision. What you must do is more important than anyone's preferences. More important than others' lives, than your own life even. Inner peace will get... I'm not even sure what he's saying. Okay, so everyone gets wounded, which is totally fine. I want to wound the higher level guys because they're the ones I'm probably going to keep out of a fight for now. Alice. Well, that's a spearman. Whoa, triple wounds. Excuse me? Can we divide this shit? Why isn't he wounded? There we go. I managed to bug it out. Hold on. We could have made that work. Too important. Read too important. What is happening? Why is the interface getting fucked? Okay. 24 health ain't good for you. 8 health ain't good for you. I think you can carry. Even with these guys. Especially with ends here. So the question is, Shannon is probably not going to find her way in a fight anytime soon. Gonna have to bench you, son. I guess it's you and me, Bala. Or is it Doom? Do I want Doom here? No, you know what? Maintain strength. No, the archers can't be wounded. One of the archers at least can't be wounded because they stopped being able to use their abilities. But here we are. Oof, that was a painful one. Might have been better to just go straight down to Monk's Path, but I think that's also expensive. Reed tells you that she knows what it cost you to give her the stone that saved her. You don't reply. Your stone absorbed the curse and died, she adds as he leaves. I just don't know how the stones die, but that's how it felt. It's just a Strix now. This magic is a very powerful icon. As she leaves, you remember the price you paid for the stone. Only the best have them. You need to win, blah 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 blah. Put those thoughts out of your mind, I don't care. You close your eyes, whispering the Shadow Clan, blah 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 blah. Everything that disturbs the peace is dangerous. The red-haired girl's piercing gray gaze disturbs you too, but you won't do anything to her. Because losing the sacrificial stone would now be pointless. I guess we continue getting wounded again. Oh, now we can distribute the wounds better. Sort of. It's only 2 wounds now, which is fine. 3 for you. I want Swarty to be okay, man. That's gonna have to be how it goes. So now everyone's super wounded instead of the cleaner distribution we had last time. Let's just keep you super healthy. Like a sniper, a swordsman, and Lo Feng, we should be fine. But their stats are so low. Nobody dies, right? No more events. Actually, more events would be fine. Because then I have to decide and like I can distribute the wounds better. Oh, good. The road goes through an abandoned Gillian village. The ancestral towers are in ruins and the gardens are abandoned. A young Frisian shovels earth near the roadside altar. There are several sacks, a street merchant's cart, in the chest that hawkers carry on their shoulders. You shake your head. There's no worse asteroid icon than describing the ashes of the deceased. It's strange. The Shadow Clan is indifferent to the fates of strangers, but is quick to ensure their fallen rest peacefully. It might be because after death we are all mixed in cauldrons of the gods. At least that's what they... Temple. I'm gonna kill the Marauder. You put the Marauder to death and throw his body on the merchant's possessions to an open grave. Using stolen things from the dead is desecration, no matter who does it. There are no people in Terminum who approve of grey robbing. Your companions whisper in approval behind you. Yeah, well, we're gonna get our wounds distributed. 2 is fine. But we are getting fucked up here. Makes you useless as a frontliner. I'm gonna settle for 37. Nobody dies? Nobody dies. We're going to the men here. We're gonna recover some of our wounds at least. How good. A group of Gels comes to decide on the road ahead. Their rich garments are either that of a city magistrate or a tribal leader with his entourage. One of the Gels waves and dismounts to greet you. Swarty narrows her eyes and draws an arrow from her quiver. I'm gonna tickle your belly now, you scum. Or your throat. You caught me in the market, hauled me to your house and humiliated me for 2 months. You beat me, fucked me raw, then broke my leg and threw me to your lackeys. I thought I would die. So did you. But I lived and woke up in a dump. Except, it's your business. You throw your hands up. The right of revenge is sacred, and I cannot judge you, Swarty. Just be aware that we'll have to fight as men. Swarty knocks an arrow. If you asked me what my last wish was, I'd say to kill this Gel. I don't know what I'll do, now that my life's mission has been accomplished. The arrow pierces the Gel's throat. The man falls, gurgling for air. Swarty jumps up and starts stabbing his face with a knife. Skirmishing is now unavoidable. Leaving Swarty to relish her revenge, you rush to intercept the remaining Gels. Reed absolutely needs to be here. Candy is too vulnerable. Bala might still be able to make it. Too risky. Too risky. This is fine. We've never gotten into a fight with like less than the required number of people, so this is gonna be a strange feeling for me. These guys, I don't want anybody to die. We'll make this work. Candy, what are you packing? I don't even know what you do. Yeah, that's for you. Candy, Rune of Wisdom. Let's make you some even smarter, I think. Yeah, we don't want the low energy thing now. This is fine. Fight. Okay, we're gonna have to play smart because we're playing from behind now. Also makes Hopper's journey a little bit more awkward. I wonder if he's fully cursed, he becomes an Ents. Or he becomes like a Reaper. Oh, Shepard's not gonna like this one. That actually seems very manageable. No throw. No throw. No throw. No throw. No throw. Okay. I don't like this angle. Ah, we got one throw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to go here. And you do not have the best abilities. First thing we're gonna do is use a card, because none of these guys matter. I also don't know why I positioned our tank in the back, but that's okay. He is kind of weak though. Move forward and let me kill you. I also want to bait them into fighting us. So, Cloud Tower. Here is fine. Nah, I should have hit this one, because these guys can hit the rest. My mistake. But this is okay too. And we could have used him to attack while simultaneously using him to manage all the rest. Also, their attacks appear to be growing. Counter, 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 counter punch. Oh. We have nothing else. Basic attack should be enough to do the job. It is not. Which is okay, because these aren't axe throwers. Slam! And goodbye. Good job, Reed. And they appear to be getting stronger as the days go by. Now, as the days go by, we're gonna murder them all. I wish I could pass a turn. Okay, if we go... Where do we stab him? They're here, right? So who threatens this square? Do you threaten this square? No. Do you threaten this square? 2, 3, 4. You do threaten that square. So if we do that, we should have some armor. Because he hits for 14. And we really don't want to get hit for 14. So instead, do you threaten? What squares do you threaten? I think here is fine. I'm gonna armor up just in case we sneak up on us. Yeah, okay. This is thus far okay. Man, I wish we had an extra turn. Because I don't want him to move yet. If he moves, he gets shot. So what we can do... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting with Pat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be safe. Counting with Pat. In case they veer off and try to hurt us. Then we just skip the turn because he's going to get his action anyway. I mean, now of course we just, you know, murder everybody with like sudden abyss. That's an easy... That was an easy decision. Well, he's super mad. Look at him fucking fuck the air. Whoa! I did not expect him to try to commit suicide, but here I am, happy that he did. Yeah, I'm gonna deadly jab you. I just want you dead. 19, please. Whammy. Thank you, Ents, for saving your day. 12 Strixes. Ooh, wow. Ooh. 12 Strixes. Hey, big spender. Oh my god. That's like being a fighter in 3.5. Ooh. 3 skill points. Maybe even 4. A whole 4 skill points. That's fine. That's all according to plan. I think we're still functional. In fact, these two might be enough to murder everybody. Don't risk anybody. If you don't need to risk people, don't risk people. Lofeng, you stop at a pole located at the crossroads. The colorful patches hanging from it indicate that the camera have frequent displays. You nod as at your find as Reed approaches. Reed looks around worriedly and shows you a large bare spot on the ground and a trail that bends around it. That's a right icon. It's the camera trail, even though it's hard to meet them here. A wandering man here should appear, you just need to lure it. Here's the trail. Why are you uneasy? Let's ask about it. You try to understand the reason for Reed's unease. How quickly is it going to appear? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just being a bitch. Reed looks back, catches her eye, and approaches. Hey, these are people. The men here is going to be super useful for getting rid of all the fucking wounds. Also, how did Kama lose the wounds? You look at Reed and feel what you felt when she was singing in Voden. It's indescribable. She is not singing now, though. She has something important to say. This is the place. The shortcut begins here. When the roaming menhir appears, we'll douse it with blood and it'll transport us to the menhir near your home. Weapons, armor is all? We don't need a baggage train full of loot. We'll keep everything we're carrying. How soon will a menhir appear? It's usually revealed by now, but sometimes you have to wait. How much blood do we need to spill? I cannot tell for sure. The reaping changed everything. Before, a palmful from each warrior was enough. Is there any other way? There's no other shortcut. From here, the camera would normally travel to the reclining menhir nearby. But something very gruesome is going on. It's been a year since the Frisians let anyone near that menhir. I think that's where the Inquisitors were sending us. The men here can be lured out. Death may be may attract it, but will also anger the men here guardian. What do you think? Who is this guardian? He's not a chimera. He's a master of these lands. He has no castle or army save for the bandits in the Vale of Mercy, and they're just a diversion. He serves the roaming men here. What exactly are you going to do? We can't wait. We'll die if we wait. Lure the men here out. Our most precious resource is time. I'd buy more at any price. Having considered the situation at hand, you summon Reed. We need a sacrifice. I can't keep on this journey. Reed speaks up. When the reaping began, everything changed. We must leave the plain, but the roaming men here might not appear in time. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what it'll take to lure it out. All I know is that blood must be spilt. There's a burden in every party, and ours is no exception. And let's get rid of it and use the free blood. Shanna draws her sword. She's poised to run Alice through, but a shard of Kama's flying sword knocks the weapon from her hand. Van struggles to speak his foreign language. We do not need a victim. There is enemy. Coming here, we'll do battle. For Gels. I love fighting Gels. Also, not a fan of how our stats are looking right now. Stats are pretty poor. He can die, by the way. Like, very easily. 60 damage, reduced events by 9. I think we want to lower the cooldown and sundown. I hate that interface, mostly because it like auto scrolls and shit. Ugh. Bloodletting. That's actually really good. How have I not seen bloodletting before? Have I always had bloodletting? That could be useful if we had the time to play with it. Dude. Health, please. That's all I want from you, man. All I want from you is health. No risks. If they don't need to fight, they won't fight. Doom's gone now, so here. At least we got the Rune of Wisdom for loafing. This should be okay. Let's spill some goddamn blood. If we play loafing correctly, we should be able to carry. We also have 3 people, so we get actions faster than everybody else. I do want to heal Kama though. Kama seems super useful. Let's also try to angle them. Not axe throwers. 1 axe thrower. Whose moves honestly aren't that great. So you're fine here. Huh. Decisions. I say we go for the outside swing. This might cost us, but I think this is the correct call. Currently, no one can hit us. Here's I can figure. Yeah, these guys don't have throws and stuff. So let's wait for someone to walk into better range. I was hoping he hit that guy. They're probably going to use a card of their own. Okay, there's an important thing I need to check, and that's whether or not you can kill this guy safely. You can't move here. You can move here. You can't kill him. And since you can't kill him... 23 damage. It doesn't kill him. So making that action is pointless. What we can do is go here, murderlize him, then wait for everybody else to line up in place. Don't forget to use Cloud Cover, Cloud Tower. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for his counters to sort out the problem for us. I should have put him here, but they might have done something different there. -3 attack. What are you gonna do with that lousy 10 attack against Now we got snipe opportunities, you see. Now your move is still garbage. Which means I can comfortably try to kill this guy. Especially if we shoot him in the head. No, we need our big gun. That's very unfortunate. For reasons I feel I do not need to elaborate on. Reduce meaningful activations. I'd hope that we'd have more delay cards. Like more stuff to cast in the first turn, but here we are. Can you be reached? No, you can't. Holy shit. Wow, that's really bad for that guy. That guy's dead. Stab through friend. Stab through friend. Oh, fuck. I did not realize he would get countered, but he did heal himself, which means that was a legitimate strategy from day one. So I'm happy to tell you what we've discovered so far. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still can't reach him. Do you have a stall move? Reduce energy by 5. That's okay. Good sweep, good sweep, good sweep. Good explosion. And now everyone that attacks him is going to instantly die. Which of course, that's why we're not going to do that, because that would be silly. But now we can snipe you. Snipey, snipey all day, all nighty. Cards are being used as passes. I'm not sure that was the intent, but that's where we are now. So you don't have a good attack. You can probably finish this guy off. No, you fucking can't. Intriguing. The exchange of souls. Nine reduces attack by 1. It doesn't kill it. That's what scares me. Hush up. So this is 9, 18, deadly jab. So if we deadly jab him... Why can't I deadly jab? Oh, it's still on cooldown. Is there a point to staying behind? We also shouldn't be in that square, so we need the ranged option. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Counter, just in case. Yeah, if we had gotten closer, we'd be dead. I'm hoping they go into an L, which they won't. Well, that's fantastic news for everybody involved. Yeah, this is fine. Please attack him. He's got his energy's so low, you might love it. Thank you. Thank you for sparing Kama. Alright, we've gotten away with it with no wounds, but that's mostly because we're being carried by Lofeng. Small bag of herbs. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. The newly appeared menhir is huge, so big it can crush an entire Frisian legion. It's strange that you didn't notice the moment it appeared. It makes sense why many travelers think the menhir is a mirage. It hovers above the ground. Breathe is downcast. Here it is, but its guardian is missing. A very bad sign. I can't help you, Icon. I must prepare a shortcut. Help? With what? Aren't all the gals dead? It senses. I can sense them nearby. They flock to the menhirs like bees to flowers. Get ready to fight. You close your eyes for a moment and indeed sense a looming danger. The masked warriors who appear by the sacred stones at reap time must be close. Double fight? All day, all night. Small bag of herbs for a lady here. Oh my god, Reed can't help us. Swarty, it'll need to be you, but you can't use your abilities at all. No, we can do this with 2 men. I think. I'd like to think that we can. +5 to health, +5 to energy. I'm super okay with that. The thing is, Lofeng's defense doesn't hold as much anymore. Sure. Why does Reed have to be busy? Oh, Ruhr has a level. I wish you would tell me what their health is at a glance. 31 health Doom. But people are so high damage. I'm okay. I'm gonna try it with these 2 first. See if we can make it work that way. Let's give Kama all the fucking health we can give him. Can't give him a pearl necklace. Man, this guy does not like items. Okay, I need another 1 cost. Because guilds do, Enzas do scare me. That's important. That's important. I just need a delaying tactic. I just need a pass turn. And once we can pass that turn, we should be okay. Alright. Wow, it's been an hour already. The game's finally got me hooked. No risks. This is doable. We can do this. And if we can't, we'll find out very quickly. Do we have casters? Pillar of Ash. That's the one we gotta go for. It's 24. So I'm gonna go straight for his ass. And we're gonna separate the 2. Make sure that they're well defended. I think his move should be sufficient enough to work. We are not in immediate danger by any means. I mean, in theory. Oh, okay, don't fuck this up, controls. Sunburn doesn't kill him. I want him dead. That guy can almost one-shot us, and the -9 doesn't matter in Cloud Tower. Now we can start delaying our turns. What do you do? Can I one-shot either of you? Can you hit me? Wait. 1, 2, 3. You can hit me, but I doubt you will. But I'm gonna stun you. Deny you an action. And 2 energy, increase attack. That's good. Now we might be able to kill him. Good. Now that he's moved, and apparently he's trying to get murdered by our Superman here. Okay, now I can kill you. Deadly jab. Doubtful that they're gonna reach us before in time, so this should be okay. Good shit. Hurtful. Very hurtful. Actions have not reset for them. The exchange of souls. Fed is gonna hurt me, and I don't want that to happen. Wait, do we need energy for Sudden Abyss? No, we don't. Huh. We also don't need to do anything right now. We can simply do this. I also can't kill you, which is very disappointing to me. Let's just hurt everyone. This should be fine. We'll take some damage, but it passes the turn, and we get to wait for them to do something. The exchange of souls. And I really do not want to be here. Yeah, okay, if you're gonna be like that. This is an okay time to approach, but we also have no way of approaching them. You gotta... Holy fuck. Mental Strike can get us. What's the range in this thing? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No square is safe. You might already be dead. Right now, the safest place is right fucking here. I did not expect that move. Okay. This is the one I'm watching. They all have that. To get into this line, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't hit him. I think we need to go. This is fine. I promise we'll be okay. Yeah, he's gonna try to hit this, but he goes straight to his health, which is good. That was a weird call. This guy, on the other hand, we need to stay away from because of his pummel ability. So here's probably safe. You know what? Watch a master at work. So now he can hit us with pummel. In theory. He actually can't do that. I'm gonna instead go straight for my... Oh, I'm gonna be in range for sunburn. I'm gonna be in range for pummel. Pummel's huge. That might literally kill him. Pass. Ugh, Cloud Tower is still not active. But we also don't need to be anywhere. Oh, I could have killed him. Shit. That's okay. Okay, dive, 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 dive. Alright, all we had to do was go on a murder spree, and everything was okay. 55 Strix is ooh la la. Well, we're stacked up on that one dude. Turning around again, you see a stranger standing next to Reet in the menhir's shadow. His stern face is that of a warrior or seasoned traveler. He must be the guardian Reet mentioned. The stranger looks you up and down, motionless like the very rock he protects. The look doesn't bode well, but a third battle might be the charm. Nod to the stranger. Either the stranger didn't see it, or he didn't interpret your nod as a greeting. Nevertheless, he keeps staring at you. You slowly realize that he's a warrior, and deadly, even for an icon. Let's try not to provoke this guy. You mind if we take a day to nap? Yeah, I want Swarty. I want Swarty and Dune, like, ready to fight. More energy, more cooldown. Is there a way to cool down our... Cloud Tower? Is there any way to improve Cloud Tower? We already improved Cloud Tower, if that's as far as it's gonna go. I just want to cool down. Wait, the altar of the gods. It's not bad as a closer. Even though I don't think we're gonna use it all that much. Let's resolve this conversation. No, you know what? You're gonna be as on the edge of your seat as I am. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. While waiting for your next episode and you like the video, you can share it, you can leave a comment, you can do all those nice things and more. But you don't have to do anything I say. Not the boss of you. I am Patinator and I'll see you later. Why isn't everybody here? Are people dead? They are not.